The disappearance of Percy Fawcett, the hunt for the lost city of Z, the Amazon rainforest, a place of untold beauty and unrelenting danger. Hidden within its depths are secrets that have remained unsolved for centuries. One man, driven by a quest for glory and discovery, sought to unravel one of its greatest mysteries, the lost city of Z. But in 1925, British explorer Percy Fawcett vanished without a trace, leaving behind only questions that would puzzle the world for nearly a century. Welcome to Facts Intrigue, where we explore the greatest mysteries in history. Today, we dive into the disappearance of Percy Fawcett and his fateful journey into the heart of the Amazon. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so you never miss a video filled with the strange and unexplained. Before Percy Fawcett embarked on his legendary expedition, the Amazon was still largely uncharted and unknown to the outside world. At the time, much of South America was considered a vast and impenetrable wilderness. Stories of cannibalistic tribes, dangerous wildlife, and disease kept many explorers at bay. But for Fawcett, the unknown wasn't something to be feared. It was to be conquered. The Amazon River itself, stretching over 4,000 miles, snakes through one of the most diverse ecosystems on the planet. By the early 20th century, rumors of lost cities and untold riches had captivated the imaginations of explorers. Many believed that somewhere, hidden beneath the dense canopy, were the remains of an ancient, advanced civilization. It was this promise of discovery that pulled Fawcett into the jungle, driven by the stories of the fabled lost city of Z. Percy Harrison Fawcett wasn't just any explorer. His life was marked by a relentless drive for discovery, venturing into the uncharted lands of South America. Born in 1867, he became a decorated British Army officer and later one of the Royal Geographical Society's most prominent explorers. Fawcett's expeditions took him across the jungles of South America, where he mapped uncharted territories and uncovered evidence of ancient civilizations. His fascination with the Amazon was born from stories of a lost city hidden deep within the jungle, a city he named Z. For Fawcett, Z was more than just a city. It was a civilization that had once rivaled the great empires of the ancient world. With each expedition, he grew more convinced that he was close to discovering its location. Fawcett's earlier expeditions were not without peril. During his journeys, he encountered fierce resistance from the jungle itself. The tropical environment was unforgiving, filled with venomous snakes, swarms of disease-carrying insects, and rivers teeming with crocodiles and piranhas. On one occasion, Fawcett nearly lost his life to a fever that ravaged his body, while his team struggled to find medicine in time. But these dangers only seemed to fuel his determination. Perhaps even more challenging were the indigenous tribes Fawcett encountered. Some were peaceful and welcomed him as a guest, but others were less trusting of outsiders. He survived several ambushes, often escaping with nothing more than his wits and quick reflexes. Still, Fawcett believed that the native peoples held the key to unlocking the secrets of the jungle, and he maintained a deep respect for their knowledge and way of life. In 1925, Fawcett embarked on what would become his final expedition. Armed with maps, supplies, and a team that included his eldest son Jack, he ventured into the unexplored depths of the Amazon. Their goal? To find the legendary lost city of Z. Fawcett's confidence was unwavering. He believed that the secrets of the Amazon held unimaginable riches, both in knowledge and treasure. But as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Fawcett's team disappeared into the dense, unforgiving jungle. His last communication with the outside world came from a remote village. In a letter to his wife, Fawcett expressed hope and excitement, but after that, there was only silence. Fawcett, his son, and their companion vanished without a trace, swallowed by the jungle and the mystery of the lost city of Z. But what was it about the lost city of Z that captivated Percy Fawcett so intensely? The legend of Z wasn't just a myth whispered among treasure hunters. Fawcett's belief in the city's existence was fueled by both ancient texts and modern discoveries. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence came from a document known as Manuscript 512, found in the National Library of Rio de Janeiro. This 18th century document told the tale of a Portuguese explorer who claimed to have found the ruins of an ancient city deep in the Amazon, complete with stone temples and gold-covered walls. Fawcett believed this city was Z, and he was determined to prove it. Moreover, rumors of lost civilizations in the Amazon persisted for centuries. The indigenous people often spoke of large, abandoned cities overtaken by the jungle. Archaeological findings in the years since Fawcett's disappearance have uncovered evidence of vast, sophisticated civilizations in the Amazon basin, lending credence to his theories. Perhaps Fawcett wasn't chasing a myth after all. During his final expedition, Fawcett sent letters home describing his progress and his excitement about the journey. In his letters, he often wrote of the harsh conditions they were facing. Endless rain, swarming insects, and dwindling supplies. Yet, he remained optimistic. One of his last known letters, written to his wife, described the challenges of navigating through the jungle, but ended on a hopeful note, expressing his belief that he was on the verge of something extraordinary. Fawcett's letters were more than just updates. They reflected the deep, almost spiritual connection he felt with the jungle. He believed the Amazon held the key to understanding humanity's ancient past, and that the discovery of Z would rewrite history. But after that final letter, there was only silence. What happened to Fawcett and his team remains one of the greatest mysteries of the 20th century. Before Fawcett's ill-fated expedition in 1925, several explorers had already ventured into the Amazon in search of lost cities, but many of these attempts ended in disaster. The jungle has a way of keeping its secrets, and for every explorer who claimed success, many more never returned. One such example was Colonel Orellana, a 16th century Spanish conquistador who set out in search of the mythical city of El Dorado. He returned empty-handed, but his tales of vast gold-filled cities hidden in the jungle inspired generations of explorers, including Fawcett. The relentless pursuit of these cities became known as the El Dorado syndrome, and it wasn't uncommon for those who sought it to lose themselves, both mentally and physically, in the process. Fawcett's previous expeditions had taken him close to the location where he believed Zay lay hidden. But even with his extensive experience, he knew the final leg of his journey would test him like never before. The disappearance of Percy Fawcett sparked worldwide intrigue. Expeditions were launched to search for him, but none were successful. Over the decades, many have tried to piece together what might have happened in the unforgiving Amazon wilderness. Some speculate that Fawcett and his team were killed by hostile indigenous tribes, while others believe they may have succumbed to the harsh conditions of the jungle, disease, starvation, or wild animals. But there are also those who entertain more mysterious explanations. Could Fawcett have discovered the lost city of Z, only to fall victim to its ancient curses? Did he stumble upon a hidden civilization, one that wished to remain secret from the outside world? The truth remains elusive, buried beneath the thick canopy of the Amazon. Even today, the disappearance of Percy Fawcett continues to captivate historians, archaeologists, and adventurers alike. Modern satellite technology has revealed patterns in the Amazon that suggest the presence of ancient, large-scale settlements once thought impossible. Could one of these be the lost city of Z? One popular theory is that Fawcett's team may have stumbled upon an isolated tribe and been killed. Others believe they may have fallen victim to illness or starvation. But the allure of the unknown has driven some to more extraordinary conclusions. Did Fawcett discover the city, only to be trapped within its ruins? Was there something otherworldly, perhaps even extraterrestrial, about the civilization he sought? In recent years, explorers have continued to search for Fawcett's remains, hoping that modern technology might finally provide answers. But so far, the jungle has kept its secret well. Percy Fawcett's legacy endures, not only as an explorer, but as a man whose ambition and curiosity led him into the unknown. His disappearance inspired books, films, and countless theories, including the 2016 movie The Lost City of Z, which brought his story to a new generation of adventurers and mystery seekers. But beyond the legend of Fawcett lies an undeniable truth. The Amazon still holds secrets that we may never fully understand. Fawcett's disappearance is a reminder of the peril that comes with seeking knowledge in places where the past is shrouded in mystery. Fawcett's story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of obsession. His quest for Z mirrored the ambitions of many explorers before him, each seeking to leave their mark on history. But unlike many, Fawcett's quest ended in mystery and tragedy, adding an air of mystique to the man himself. From video games to adventure novels, the figure of the daring explorer, venturing into the unknown in search of a hidden city, owes much to Percy Fawcett's legacy. His story reminds us that some mysteries may never be solved, and sometimes the journey itself is as important as the destination. In reflecting on Percy Fawcett's life, we must ask ourselves, what drives a man to risk everything in pursuit of the unknown? Is it the promise of glory, the hunger for discovery, or the need to leave a legacy? For Fawcett, it may have been all three. But in the end, perhaps the greatest mystery is not the fate of Percy Fawcett, but the allure of the unknown itself. We are drawn to the unexplored, the unanswered questions, and the stories that leave us wondering. As long as there are mysteries like these, there will always be those who dare to seek the answers. Since the disappearance of Percy Fawcett in 1925, many have tried to retrace his steps through the dense Amazon, hoping to solve the mystery of his fate and uncover the lost city of Z. Fawcett had made 7 expeditions into the Amazon before his final, ill-fated journey, each one bringing him closer to what he believed was the greatest discovery of his life. In the years following his disappearance, at least 13 separate expeditions were launched in search of him. Tragically, some of those who set out never returned. The lure of the Amazon's secrets was too great, and many succumbed to the same dangers that likely claimed Fawcett and his team: treacherous terrain, disease, and hostile encounters. Yet, the legend of Z persisted. With the advent of modern technology, archaeologists and researchers have uncovered signs of ancient, large-scale settlements within the Amazon, lending credence to Fawcett's belief that the jungle once harbored a great civilization. Still, the lost city of Z remains elusive, and Percy Fawcett's fate is forever entwined with the untamed wilderness he sought to conquer. As more is discovered about the Amazon's ancient past, one must wonder, did Fawcett find what he was looking for? Did the jungle claim him as its own? Or did he stumble upon a secret too great for the world to know? The answers remain hidden, just as Z does, waiting for the next brave soul to uncover its truths. Though he vanished without a trace, Fawcett's story didn't end in the Amazon. His disappearance left behind a legacy, one of adventure, intrigue, and unsolved mystery. What do you think happened to Percy Fawcett and his team? Were they victims of the jungle's dangers, or did they discover something so extraordinary that it led to their demise? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Your theories might just lead to the next great adventure. If you've enjoyed this exploration into the mysterious disappearance of Percy Fawcett, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Facts Intrigue. Join us as we unravel more unsolved mysteries and uncover the strange, the unexplained, and the extraordinary. The disappearance of Percy Fawcett remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. But as we've seen, history has a way of leaving clues for those willing to look closer. Perhaps one day, the jungle will finally reveal the secrets it's been hiding for so long. Until then, the mystery of the lost city of Z endures, waiting for someone brave enough to uncover its truth. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay curious.